Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. When you have listened to and read the story, if you liked it, please leave a meaningful comment with your thoughts and feelings about it. If you would like to have a story from a specific genre, say a mystery, a thriller, a horror or science fiction story, whichever, please leave a comment and let me know the type of thing you would like. Thank you. Short story 305, The Misadventures of Max the Cat. Intermediate. Max was no ordinary cat. He was a fluffy, orange tabby with a knack for getting into trouble. He lived with his owner, Lily, in a cosy little house on Maple Street. Life was peaceful and predictable until one sunny afternoon when Max decided to venture outside. Max had always been curious about the world beyond the front door. He watched the birds from the window and dreamed of chasing them. So, when Lily left the door slightly ajar, Max seized the opportunity. He slipped out quietly, making sure Lily didn't notice. The first thing Max did was chase a butterfly. He pounced and leaped, but the butterfly always stayed just out of reach. Max was so engrossed in his pursuit that he didn't notice he had wandered far from home. When he finally stopped to catch his breath, he found himself in an unfamiliar part of the neighborhood. Determined to find his way back, Max started to retrace his steps. But everything looked different now. He passed by a group of children playing in a park. They laughed and tried to pet him, but Max, feeling a bit overwhelmed, darted away and ended up near a busy street. Max had never seen so many cars before. The noise and movement was disorientating. Just as he was about to cross, a large dog spotted him and barked loudly. Max's fur stood on end as he bolted in the opposite direction, straight into a grocery store. The sight of a cat running through the aisles caused quite a commotion. Shoppers gasped, and a few employees tried to catch him. But Max was too quick. He weaved through the produce section, narrowly avoiding a pile of oranges. He darted under a shopping cart and finally found refuge on a high shelf. From his perch, Max surveyed the chaos below. He spotted a can of tuna fish and couldn't resist. He nudged it with his paw, sending it tumbling to the floor. The noise attracted even more attention. A young employee named Jack finally managed to coax Max down with some cat treats. Lily had been frantic, searching for Max everywhere. She called his name and asked the neighbors if they had seen him. Just as she was about to lose hope, her phone rang. It was the grocery store manager informing her that they had found her cat. When Lily arrived at the store, she was greeted by the sight of Max sitting calmly in a shopping cart, surrounded by cat treats. The employees had taken a liking to him and even snapped a few pictures. Lily was relieved and amused by Max's misadventure. Back home, Max curled up on his favorite chair, purring contentedly. He had seen enough of the outside world for one day. Lily gave him a stern look, but couldn't stay mad for long. She scratched behind his ears and laughed, realizing that life with Max would never be boring. Vocabulary notes: ordinary, meaning with no special or distinctive features, normal. Example: Max was no ordinary cat. Similar words: typical, average, usual. Cosy, meaning giving a feeling of comfort, warmth and relaxation. Example: he lived with his owner, Lily, in a cosy little house on Maple Street. Similar words: snug, comfortable, warm. Seized, meaning took hold of suddenly and forcibly. Example: Max seized the opportunity. Similar words: grabbed, took, snatched. Engrossed, meaning absorbed all the attention or interest of. Example, Max was so engrossed in his pursuit that he didn't notice he had wandered far from home. Similar words, absorbed, focused, captivated. Unfamiliar, meaning not known or recognized. Example, he found himself in an unfamiliar part of the neighborhood. Similar words, unknown, strange, alien. Darted, meaning moved suddenly and rapidly. Example, Max, feeling a bit overwhelmed, darted away and ended up near a busy street. Similar words, dashed, sprinted, bolted. Disorientating, meaning making someone lose their sense of direction or feeling confused. Example, the noise and movement were disorienting. Similar words, confusing, bewildering, unsettling. Perch, meaning a high or elevated position where someone or something can be located. Example, he finally found refuge on a high shelf. Similar words, position, spot, post. Commotion, meaning a state of confused and noisy disturbance. Example, the sight of a cat running through the aisles caused quite a commotion. Similar words, uproar, chaos, disturbance. Coax, meaning persuade someone gradually or gently to do something. Example, a young employee named Jack finally managed to coax Max down with some cat treats. Similar words, persuade, entice, cajole. Story written by Copilot AI, image created by designer.ai. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.